me make content. Honey, yeah, let's get into this face. Now, I'm a concealer only girl, okay? Concealer only. I have not used foundation since I was 18. I turned 33 in 3 months. Roughly 2.5. But yeah, so you know, I feel like, you know, when I go places, people be looking at me, they be like, oh, are you 19? No, baby, I'm 33 going on. So, yeah, I use strictly concealer. I know y'all hear me going through this bag, honey. Bag, you gon' miss your bus. All right, where the heck? Okay. So, I'm going to get a new pack because I'm about out of this. But, I use the LA Pro Concealer, LA Girl Pro Concealer. That's at the beauty supply for $4.99, okay? I don't use nothing else on my face. I mean, I got another concealer, but yeah. So I pretty much conceal, get a little bit like this, and do like this for like a foundational, and it's something that matches my face, right? Just a little foundational 1, 2, you know what I'm saying? Ain't nothing too fancy. I get under my chin, so baby it matches. Under my chin, under my neck, whatever. I go in with my little brush, which she's tired, so she needs a break. Actually, she needs to go in the trash. R.I.P. baby. But yeah, I just go out and blend that out. Blend, 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 blend. Blend that out till I have full coverage, okay? It look like my skin a little bit, you know what I'm saying? So, that's it. That's all. Then I go in with, not this one, child. Yeah. I go in with another concealer that I got from the, you guessed it right, the beauty supply store, okay? I think this was like $6.99. Undo it. Put a little here. Honey. And this is just a regular, everyday, like beat. Like, it's not nothing too, like, extravagant. Even though people be like, oh my God, your makeup. It really don't be. My makeup is not a lot. It's really not a lot. If I want to do the little crease, the little, you know, how I be looking all structured. Then I'm going to do that. But, okay. So, I'll let that sit. Let it dry. Do whatever it needs to do. And then I'll go in with my little eyebrow pencil. Brush them on up. And what I could do is, I could just conceal them. But I like to go in and do a little bit of, you know, a little bit of shaping. Just a little bit. To make it do what it do. Maybe the girlies on Threads, I let them know that I haven't worn foundation in 15 years, and they want to be all up in my skincare routine. Oh Jesus. And all up in my makeup tutorial, my makeup routine. I'm like, oh, y'all trying to make me make content? Honey, and I just have not been consistent with content. So, here's my attempt. Again, Beauty Supply. My blush is very pigmented. It is the Cheek Palette by Nika K. My God, today. Nika K, New York, okay? I love to use this one right here in the middle is my favorite. Honey, don't ask. Don't ask. This one is like my favorite. Love the pink. I love a good pink. So I'm going to mix the pink in this little whatever that is. And I'm going to just put a little, you know, little 1-2 right there. Do the same thing on the other side. A little 1-2. And sometimes I go up the side of like somewhat by my temples. Because why not? I wish I could be a blush. Okay, I love blush. I love it. I love it. I love it. Okay. When it comes down to concealing my eyebrows, I do have a brush for that. If I could only find her and not, you know, be making all of this noise. Okay. So I normally just take one of my old little concealers, take the brush and go right up under that, right up under there, and right on the top. Honey, you see that brow? I know you see it. Baby, one stroke. Took me a while to get here. Alright. One stroke, mommy. Okay, and then take it across the top. Come on down. Alright. And then I can blend that out when I get ready to blend all the rest of my concealer. And let's see. What? I don't think I have nothing else. So I normally take a brush like this. And I know it's a foundation brush, right? Yeah, this is a foundation brush. But I go and I blend out my concealer from the end. This one by the eye, I pull it out some. And I just blend it right on out. And you see how it blends right into my blush? It's very helpful. Very helpful. Makes it create like this seamless look. And I do the same thing to the other side. So start blending from the bottom into the rest of your face. Do that. Blend that out. Okay. I know some girls, they go in with 2 concealers, like one that's like you know, a couple shades lighter than their regular shade, and then they go in with one that's a shade lighter than that, just to brighten up their under eye. I don't do that. Never have, and I don't think I ever will. Because it's just, to me, it's just not necessary. That just puts too much makeup on your face. And so, honey, I'm okay. I'm alright. So I just go and blend out every bit of concealer that I have with this. And I don't blend the concealer under my eye. The concealer under my eyebrow, I don't blend it out totally, because I still want that highlight effect, right? So yeah, that's that. And then I use my setting powder. She's a little old, but I use, you know where it's from. You know where it's from. I use the HD Flawless setting powder from Absolute New York. And it's from the Beauty Supply, okay? If we have to clarify. And I use the shade Brightening Banana, okay? I didn't tell y'all the shades of my concealers. We can go back to that, but I normally do it like this so that it's in the lid like that already. I know one of the girls on Threads said that she gets super oily because she only does concealer. And I told her, I said, honey, get into the setting powder. Honey, I used to be oily too, but I didn't know about setting powder. Not no more. Not no more. Cause baby, I be setting the mess out this face. And you can set it all around your mouth. And then you can do your forehead a little bit. You can do your brows just to give them a little less of a, just give them a little more natural look, right? Just a tad bit. Set that forehead, honey, because that forehead be glistening. It be giving donut. Glazed donut, okay? And if you want to do a more brightened under eye, you can always just kind of outline it with the powder. Outline it with the powder. And then if you want to do the little nose trick, you can do that. But yeah, this is gonna give you a good little some. Now I will, while this is sitting, I'll show y'all or give y'all the shades of my concealer. And yeah, so I was using this Pro Touch full cover concealer for my my brightening areas. So this is what that looks like. I'm pretty much out of it, but I use this to highlight my eyebrows. So and this is by Kiss, and I did get this from the beauty supply. Okay, this is in the shade Warm Honey. Warm Honey. So this is what it looks like. My LA Girl Pro Concealer that I use for like my face is in the shade Chestnut. So that's that. And then what I did use today for my under eye, for, you know, my brightening areas, was this NK New York, which I think is the Nika K, okay? And it is the Nika K New York Perfection Multi-Use Concealer. It says super coverage, and then this is in the shade Tawny. So yeah, this is what it looks like. Beauty Supply, okay? Beauty Supply. Okay, so while my face is baking, okay, while it's in the oven, I'm gonna go ahead and add a lip for y'all. So my girl Valinda, she's a makeup artist too here in Atlanta, and she travels a lot. She's a celebrity makeup artist, and she's from Little Rock, Arkansas. So yeah, she gave me this MAC, I don't even know what it's called. It's like lip mousse. This is in the shade Rekindled. Super pretty. And oftentimes I tell people, I literally line my lips with lip liquids, like with matte lip liquids. Yeah, like I don't use a pencil, okay? I'm just not that girl. So here we are, using this lip mousse. I always use, alright, and go in and alright. Yeah, it always just works. This is so cute. Y'all see it? I know, listen, I'm trying to help y'all. I'm trying to help y'all. Every time I tell the girls I do not line my lips with a pencil, they're always flabbergasted. So, okay. So we're gonna let that Should we let that? I'm gonna let that dry just a tad bit. And then I have, I don't know where these lip liquids are from. I have a gloss and then I have a lip liquid. Actually, I know where my gloss is from. I don't know where the liquid is from. So, can't give y'all that. But I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to blend this out. So, I take this little bitty brush. I know I probably should use something else, but I don't because I'm not a professional. I just be at home doing my own makeup like I told y'all. So, blend this thing out. Blend it on out. And do the other side. I don't do contouring and bronzer and all of that. I don't do that. This is all that I do. And this is probably the longest part of the face. And if you wanted to, you can get your brush. Your brush. I don't even know what these are called. This little thing, and you can like highlight below that blush line to give your face some more definition, and just structure it a little bit more. And then you could go back in with your, listen, I know the girlies be like they like to clean their brushes and stuff, but sometimes a dirty brush does, it be doing stuff. It be doing stuff. So you can go back in with your little, if you need to tone it down a little bit, if you're looking a little too casket, you need to tone it down a little bit, go back in with the brush you put your concealer on with, and you dust it on up, okay? Bring some life back to the face, and then you're here. So I'm going to use this little matte liquid lip. I don't know where it's from, honey. It don't got nothing on it. I just know it's in the shade of Haze. And I'm gonna go with one swipe of this on the bottom lip. Okay, two. I know when y'all makeup artists be telling y'all do that, y'all don't be doing that. But I'm gonna help you. And then I have this nude gloss, roughly, from one of my friends. She used to go to college with me. She played basketball, and she actually is an Olympian. She played basketball in the Olympics for Nigeria. So her name is Ezzy, and she had a cosmetic line called Kalu Cosmetics. So it's a little faded because I've been holding on to her for some years, but she's very faithful, very, very faithful. So I'm gonna add her to add a little gloss, just a tad bit. Okay, all right, and then I'm gonna go with my Old Faithful. Hold on, where's she at? My lip gloss. Hold on. Oh, she right here. Okay, and then to top everything on, put a little gloss from the stove, from that beauty supply, that rose hip oil lip gloss. Let it sit. Take these out. I'm still in my pajamas, but we're gonna put some clothes on. We're gonna shake it around. Okay. And then if you want to top it off, if you're wearing this makeup for a long time and you don't know how the day's gonna look, honey, get you some good setting spray, okay? And I got this from my girl Jazz, because honey, she don't be wearing makeup, but I do. So shout out to my girl Jazz. But yeah, this is my concealer, blush, powder look with some lip gloss, some, you know, a lippy that I didn't have to do. I could have just used my gloss. And then I filled my brows in and highlighted them with I just gave them some structure with my concealer. So yeah, this is my natural glam look, and I hope you enjoyed, and I pray that you follow for more. Okay, I pray that the Lord establishes the work of your hands. I pray that you understand just how beautiful and how precious you are to him, and I hope you understand too that this is not what makes you, it just makes you, it enhances you, right? So you are made whole in the Lord. You are made wonderful in the Lord. You are made fearfully in the Lord. And I pray that you have a really blessed day. Bye.